Well, hello there, welcome back. My name is Julie, and this is my journal, specifically my Lisfranc foot ankle injury reconstructive surgery journal. I just got done at physical therapy, and all things considered, it went really well. I did have a boo-boo yesterday. I had worn my shoes all day, and then I took them off because I was done wearing shoes, and then went outside to see something, and I was in just socks. Going on the porch, everything was fine, but I wasn't looking at what was on the ground or where I was going. That was a mistake. And someone had left this thin board on the porch. I don't know why, I don't know what the situation was. And I didn't notice it there, and I stepped on it with my bad foot, and my foot just did all this kind of thing. And an immediate, sharp, stabbing pain. So I went back in the house. So today, this morning at physical therapy, we did have to, take things back a bit, and that was discouraging and, depressing. So glad I'm now in therapy. That helps a lot. But, I was struggling with the never-endingness of it all and thinking, great, with this dumb little thing I've done, I've ruined it, I've screwed it all up, everything's a mess, I'm back to square one, all of that just defeatist thinking. Irrational thinking. But when you're in pain and when, you're going through a journey like this that seems absolutely never ending, well, those feelings do come, and they are valid. It was hard to do the exercises that I've been doing for several weeks, and were not hard. And that sucked. I did message my foot surgeon to ask if I should have like an x-ray or anything like that. My physical therapist was not overly concerned. He doesn't feel like I injured it, just that I agitated it. And like I said, our exercises were toned down a little. And I want to trust in his opinion, but my ankle gave out 3 times during the exercises. So that was really frustrating. And it did start getting to me, and I was getting, emotional and just really discouraged, really depressed. But what really helped, a couple of things. One, that my physical therapist and his aides are so patient and so compassionate, very kind to me, and very encouraging. And then my physical therapist, we had this conversation, and it was so helpful. It really was. He is very straightforward, but also very compassionate. And his feeling is that it's going to be okay. We had a little bit of a setback, and there will be setbacks. There will be many more setbacks, which that's not, the most encouraging thought, but there will be setbacks, as with any journey. But what he was able to give me that made a big difference, I mean, this really helped. On a long journey, you need to know that eventually it's gonna end, that journey will eventually end. And it might be, the 6-hour drive from here to Las Vegas, or the 10-hour drive from here to Disneyland, a flight across country, whatever it is, the end of the workday. You need to know that it's going to end. And for whatever reason, that helps so much mentally and emotionally, just knowing, yes, this will end. Yes, this sucks, this hurts, but it is going to end. This will not go on forever. And he was able to give me, an educated guesstimate that I will be in physical therapy for another 3 months. As far as actively going into physical therapy, the actual exercises will continue on after that. But as far as getting my foot to complete recovery, it'll never be the foot that it was before, but getting it to complete recovery from where it is now, he said 6 months. And that is right in line with what Dr. Stoddard, my foot surgeon, had said from the beginning. It's just as you're going along, it does seem never ending. It seems like it's been like 25 months when it's been 6 months, and so it was good to get the perspective again and to be reminded this was the projection from the beginning. And actually, even with 2 setbacks, you are still on the path where you should be. I actually am right on target for what, the prognosis was from the beginning. It just becomes this overwhelming thing when I'm right in the middle of it, and something that my physical therapist was really encouraging about, and something that was helpful was, giving me perspective, forcing me to look at the bigger picture, to step back from this setback, from this, very present, immediate pain and frustration, and to look at how far we've come, and to remind me that, hey, here's, what the prognosis was from the beginning. And actually, as frustrating as these things are, you're still on target. You're still right on track for where you need to be. And that was really helpful. He's very good at giving me hope. He's good at keeping me on track, keeping me from getting too deep into the frustration, the emotions, all of those things. He's really good at grounding me, bringing me back to where I need to be, and giving me hope. And guys, girls, darlings, hope is that one thing. Hope can be so incredibly dangerous, but so incredibly useful and beneficial. It's a tricky thing. We'll talk more about that sometime later. I am going to be starting a podcast on here, my own version of a podcast. Really excited about that. It will be, some of it scripted, some of it off the cuff, but I'm going to be having different series and, episodes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in these different series, covering assorted topics and stories from my very colorful existence. And just different topics, things like hope, and maybe, throwing in a personal story with kind of an analysis of whatever that topic is. For instance, hope, and what it means to me. And anyway, stuff like that. So stay tuned. That's coming. I'm really excited. I bought new lights. I'm going to start using this really awesome microphone that I invested in a couple years ago. Going to start using that. I've been working with the green screen, kind of figuring that guy out. And anyway, I'm going to have some fun with some podcast videos coming soon, but and still continuing my journals, where it's just like this, often in the car, and it, just saying what comes to me. But hope is a thing. I was in, Anne Shirley's Depths of Despair. Pits of Despair. That's The Princess Bride. But my physical therapist was able to bring the light back in, and that, oh God, he was able to give me the hope. And I must be so frustrating to them. I get emotional, I get frustrated, I get discouraged. I'm one of those, the sky is falling, it's the end of the world kind of people sometimes, unfortunately. And a lot of that is just to do with this last couple of years that have just been hell, But he gave me so much hope. He restored my hope and my encouragement and my courage. And he told me, you know what? We're not set back that much. We're just taking it a little lighter, but this is okay. It's not a crisis, and I had wanted to ask him if I could start gardening. We are having this most beautiful week where the weather is glorious. Oh my God, it's glorious. And I wanted to ask him if I could start gardening. I ordered, it's my birthday month, woo! And I ordered for myself as a present this bench that also works as a stool and has, tool racks on it. And that'll help me, get up and down in the garden. And I had thought for sure, this was part of my discouragement and feeling depressed, was that I thought for sure, he's going to say no on the gardening, because I wanted to ask him about that today. He said yes. He's like, now be careful. If it's causing more pain, then no, and listen to your body, listen to your foot, whatever. But yes, because it has so many therapeutic benefits to it. You know, getting out there, getting the vitamin D and the endorphins and the serotonin and all of that. Get out there. You guys know I love being out in the dirt. I'm going to be doing more, gardening, frugal family gardening, or gardening with Frugal Mama, whatever it is, on our vlog channel, Frugal Family Flies Again. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. It's one of those things. But I'm going to be starting that series again, taking stock of where we are with, understanding that last year I just really didn't get to garden other than in my potted garden. So we're going to be doing that. The other thing that we were supposed to start working on today was trying to walk around the block. So obviously that's, going all the way around the block's not going to happen. But I had thought I wasn't going to be allowed to try anything. And no. He said, no, you can start with a very short distance, from here to the stop sign and back, always keeping in mind that however far you go, you do have to come that equal distance back. And so listen to your body, start with, today I'm just going to the stop sign and back. And then, do that for a couple days. Then, go around the corner a little ways, and back until eventually we can go around the block and start training for that. Ideally, and based on our trajectory, I will be able to start hiking again in late spring. Gentle hikes, but I should be able to do that, which was so comforting, so encouraging, just knowing that I am still on track. And that's life. That life is like that, We're going to have slip-ups. We're going to have setbacks. We're going to have things that don't go according to plan, but that doesn't mean that the plan is destroyed or ruined. It just means we've got to adjust a little bit. We got to be patient. And we got to keep going. And the word that he kept using over and over was consistency. And so that's my message for you today. I mean, this is my journal. I'm just telling you what's going on. But the message that I'm gleaning from this and wanting to share with you is consistency and hope, and just keep going. We have an end point to this journey. Will there still be issues? Will there be a thing now and then where it's like, oh, hey, that hurts a little. Yeah, that's going to continue on. But not like this. It's not going to be at this level of pain and, incapacity, disability, whatever. It's not going to be like this forever. And we can keep going. And there is hope. And there is a finish line. Anyway, I appreciate you guys so much. This has been my journal. I've been Julie. You've been wonderful. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you all very soon.